Hello shareholders, and we have got a Fieldsports Nation exclusive offer for you a day ahead of the rest of the audience. Plus, marketing honcho Meredith Grant talks through the social media fallout from the general licenses. Plus, we've got Aaron Jones, one of our editors, talking about how he puts together Fieldsports Ireland. First, what's in this week's show? Well, we're off with Sacco to Africa, but it's not a normal look, there's an animal, bang, I got it type story. Paul Childerley is trying to call in a diker, and at the same time we're showing how he calls in a muntjac in Bedfordshire. So it's a compare-contrast piece, and I think it's quite interesting. Plus, it's World Environment Day, which is the big day for the media to plug how green we all are. Now, I know that's a bit of a media show-off, but I feel that the environmentalists are going to be trying to make the running, and here's our chance to get in and show we are green with a capital G as well. We're going to go visit a company. I'm not sure if David's even done it yet, but it's a clothing company with impressive green credentials, and it makes hunting clothing, so look out for that. The real green story is, of course, the continuing paralysis of the UK government about general licenses, and here is our social media guru Meredith running the numbers on that.
Hi Charlie and Fieldsports shareholders. I'm just going to give you an update on our digital media strategy from April and May. As you'll recall, we had a stonking month in April as we broke the general licenses news story, which drove 76,000 page visits to that item alone. As you expect, interest has waned in May and we're down to around 8,600. But the way that people have been picking our brains has changed. So we've seen an increase in people messaging us on social media. And mainly they've been trying to allay fears about getting prosecuted and trying to really understand whether they can shoot pigeons or not. And what this means is that Natural England really needs to communicate to the audience and tell them what they can do, what they can't do, and really be realistic about whether people are going to get prosecuted. And what else have we been doing this month? We have been trialling different ways of promoting the Fieldsports shop. So we've been using organic ads, which is where we don't pay for advertising. We post content and then rely on people sharing, liking, and commenting on the items. And it's been really interesting to see how that has impacted sales. And it gives us a base to work from for when we do implement a paid advertising strategy. And just to give you an idea of how social contributes to the Fieldsports Nation world, 92,000 visits just in May come from social media referrals. So it's really a valuable asset to us. And month on month, we have in total around 100,000 followers, and this does keep increasing. And at the moment, we're still beating our main competitors month on month across those platforms, which is great news. But we obviously need to keep on it and keep spreading the word about the Fieldsports Nation, and more importantly, owning the narrative. So things like the general licence ban can't happen in Scotland, or at least we can challenge these things that are happening. So watch this space. We'll be trialling some more exclusive offers and ways that we communicate that to you guys. And if you have any feedback for us, just drop us a message and we'll try it out and see if it works. You know, we're open to thoughts, to options. Just ping us email or a message. And I will have another update for you in a couple of weeks. Thank you.
Who knows when DEFRA will pull its act together? In the political sausage factory that is Westminster, the MP I filmed last week, Neil Parish, who's chairman of the Environmental, Food and Rural Affairs Committee, EFRA, has come out in favour of Michael Gove for Prime Minister. Now, I hope that means that Neil gets the Secretary of State for DEFRA in return, because then there's a chance that general licenses will be sorted out. If some urban MP gets it, no chance whatsoever. Well, we're still shooting, and here is this week's Fieldsports Nation exclusive offer. This week, Jack Pike is offering 20 pairs of its electronic ear defenders for game or clay shooting. They reduce high-level noise above 82 decibels and they amplify the low stuff. The RRP is £56.95. Our exclusive offer price is £39.95, which is 30% off. For more information and a pair of the Jack Pike electronic ear defenders, go to fchannel/exclusive offer. As you may recall, the Fieldsports Channel exclusive offer works like this. We go to a manufacturer, we say, send us several items of your kit. We will make a promotional film for you in exchange for selling them on to first shareholders on the Tuesday night and then viewers on a Wednesday night at a massive discount. So I hope that works for you. Do feel free to buy them. Now, Aaron Jones, our editor on Fieldsports Ireland, explains how he put that together a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's Charlie is trying to edit something again. I don't think that the servers are going to take it. Certainly my OCD isn't going to take it, and I think the viewers aren't going to take it.
Okay, calm down. Just do what I do, re-edit it, tell him he's done a great job, and please find some better music.
Find some better music? What do you mean find some better? That's not going to solve it. His music choices are just... Really? Okay. That should have saved me a couple of minutes on that deadline. And it's all Charlie's fault. Hi, I'm here to speak to you about Fieldsports Ireland. And what a great pleasure it is to work with such a wonderful Jason O'Doyle. This man is intelligent. He's very knowledgeable about his subject. He's fit as a fiddle, and good looking. And he edits all of Jason's videos. I've spent years studying cinematography, editing, audio production, graphic design, all of these things that I put to really, really good use in all the projects that I do outside Fieldsports. As for editing foreign language programming, well, Fieldsports Ireland is at the top, really. I suppose after 15 years of working with the Welsh fly fisherman Hal Morgan, they obviously thought that I was the guy that could struggle through, and I can't understand a word that any of them say. So after 10 episodes, we're still finding our feet a little bit with the right people, the mix of people to be on the Jason Doyle show. I mean, we had ex-military tactical snipers talking about the physics of projectiles. We've had a bearded Stephen Dunbar showing us what's in his bag for the best days he could do on shooting pigeons, and a non-bearded Stephen Dunbar who genuinely I thought was a different person, showing us how to shoot foxes at 300 yards off some sticks, and some bunny bashing. We also had a butcher that did an hour-long special about how to dismantle a deer, which was extraordinary. I found that quite fascinating, actually. And from the comments and views from all our viewers, we have boiled it down to the person that they want to see the most, and that's Jason's fiancée. So how does it all work? Well, that's a very good question, and I'm glad that you asked. You're going to wish you hadn't, but I'm going to tell you very quickly about how it all works. Jason pops out and has a good day out with shooting with his mates. He sends me over all the rushes via broadband, which living in a rural community is tricky to siphon that down. I then sit through hours and hours of rushes that often look a little bit like this. Yep, it can be a little hard going at times, but we have to sit through paying critical attention to all of the stuff that's said online and try and cherry pick out the best parts that are going to inform and educate and entertain the audience, and then string it together to make it look like it all happened on the same day with the movie magic of colour correction, stabilisation, and underlying everything with a genuinely good score of music, which is either dramatic and tense when he's out on the stalk, or the music that's triumphant when he's shot the beast and everybody's happy and cheering for him and he's done a great job. And also when him and his fiancée are out pigeon shooting in the woods, you try and put something on that's a lot more light-hearted and funky, and you get trolled for it in the comments. So now I've gone back to doing it the genuine way of making my own Irish music scores. We then upload it and set it free for all the comments and criticism that our viewers are keen to share with us. A little bit like these. So yes, all joking aside, working with Fieldsports Ireland, working with Jason Doyle, who's an absolute star, a legend in his own right and in his own mind, and he's fantastic. He's really good. He makes my job a lot easier. He's very professional, very good at what he does, and editing his stuff together is sometimes fascinating, actually. And I really do genuinely love working for Fieldsports, and I love this part of my job, which is really cool. Please send help.
Thank you, Aaron. Next up, a quick appeal for help. We have a tagline at Fieldsports Channel. First tagline we had back in 2009 was the antidote to Countryfile. We widened that out and became a little bit grander. We started saying the best hunting, shooting and fishing. And now we're saying the best hunting and shooting until we can get Fishing Britain back. We think it's time to overhaul the tagline because we are reaching in far more into the debate about hunting and shooting than we were, and we're kind of carrying the Fieldsports Nation movement. So what are your ideas? Bear in mind, Bask already has the voice of shooting. What would you like to see? Please can you pop your ideas in the comments below and we'll have a little debate. Thank you very much. Finally, shareholder Simon Jeffries has been on to me about submitting our first year statement to Companies House and our list of shareholders, which I have now done. So you're all official. And the next step is to do the end of year statement for Fieldsports Television Limited, which Fieldsports Channel PLC, you own. And that will go up next and we'll confirm that you own that. So thank you, Simon, for continually hassling me about that. It is finally done. And I will see you next week.